No, I promise you I wasn't out in the front yard making a big old Frosty the Snowman doing snow angels. Wasn't out clearing the drive. I certainly wasn't on the slopes skiing. I'm here to talk about the fires, the wildfires that are ravaging the city of Los Angeles. But I'm a little braggadocious today, showing off my fresh new Red Dawn Media swag and the hat that I'm hoping keeps this noggin warm when I go to cover Inauguration Day 2025 in Washington, D.C. for Red Dawn Media in about a week and a half. I cannot wait to see Donald J. Trump ushered in officially as the 47th President of the United States. Speaking of keeping warm, unfortunately, Mother Nature has kicked things up with wildfires that have run ablaze in several parts of Los Angeles this week. The wildfires, a common occurrence, not the first rodeo in Southern California in dealing with these wildfires. However, this time around, the leadership in SoCal and in the state of California has been the ultimate deterrent. Maybe I should say lack thereof with Governor Gavin Newsom, or as Trump calls him, Governor New Scum. He should be brought up on criminal charges. No doubt about that. How about the mayor, Mayor Bass? She should go legally take out the B from her last name and leave it as such because that's who she is. You know what she decided to do on Tuesday? Go to South Africa. Go check out the inauguration for Ghana's new president. Will she ever be at Trump's inauguration in her own country? Absolutely not. But she had to make it her business to show her face in another continent when the prognosticators, the forecasters, and like I said, these wildfires, they happen this time of year. They're a common occurrence in Los Angeles. They warned her about it. She knew it was going to happen. She took off. She had to hightail her ass back to L.A. And when asked about it, she stonewalled a reporter who was doing his job actually being a reporter, something I'm sure she's not used to with the activist in Southern California. This dude asked the pressing questions, and look at her reaction to the Sky News journalist. Take a look and listen for yourselves.
Do you regret cutting the fire department budget by millions of dollars, Madam Mayor? Have you nothing to say today?
Can you back up, boss? Appreciate it.
Have you absolutely nothing to say to the citizens today? Elon Musk says that you're utterly incompetent. Are you considering your position?
The biggest test of her leadership, nothing to say, frozen. Like an Arctic glacier. Meanwhile, I had to slip hats. It's heating up, so I had to bring out the other piece of swag, my ball cap, to show you guys and girls out there. I told you I'm braggadocious today. Just bringing out the goodies, one piece of swag at a time. So Newscom, Bass are completely useless. Meanwhile, there were $17 million of cuts in the Los Angeles Fire Department's budget this year. But somehow, with their green new agenda, the city of Los Angeles found ways to spend money otherwise. In fact, California as a state spent over $31 billion last year on social justice programs. The state that's so worried about their environment couldn't find $17 million. Maybe pluck it out of those social justice DEI programs to make sure that you had the sufficient resources to battle the fires. You know, the simple things like water actually coming out of hydrants. Now think of the damage that's been done by not matching the budget and the needs of the fire department to the environment. Irreprehensible damage. So the environmentalists, the woke environmentalists, the woke clowns, the green news scammers, they're full of you know what. They're hypocrites. Instead of having, again, what you need to battle these wildfires, They spend money on other crap. Then the wildfires take over. You can't put them out. And that environment that you're so-called doing everything to protect suffers in the end. It's counterproductive. It's hypocritical. And it's just undersight by a team of leaders in that state who don't get it. And unfortunately, the people of California pay, as you see the footage that I'm showing you. And all these scenes that are just unbelievable. You don't know if it's a war zone or something out of a Hollywood movie. Pretty crazy stuff. They estimate $50 billion worth of damage. And my heart bleeds for California. But you know, there is a part of me as well that says, you get what you deserve. You voted these woke clowns into office, and this is what happens. How about the insurance companies like State Farm? They pulled out over about a year ago because they didn't want to insure these homes because they knew this was going to happen. They knew the woke leadership didn't have the right resources, didn't have the right strategical plan to handle these wildfires. So it was a losing proposition. Yet people still stay. So there are those that lost their lives. May they rest in peace. There are tens and thousands that are going to lose property. And some of those are not going to be insured. They're going to lose everything. And leaders in California, the beat goes on for them as they continue to harm their state and not take care of business. And their idea of this unbelievable utopia is absolutely falling apart in front of our eyes. California, for all intents and purposes, and the way they've handled these wildfires is as good as a third world country.